too.
And I'll wait till it comes up on the screen for us.
People are gonna see me adding things. They're just gonna be shit popping up as I do this.
There we
Hey, we're on the
there,
screen. Hopefully we
there
don't
we.
lag this time.
Hey, so I might as well start the show then. Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 5 of The Game Won't Play Itself. As you know by now, or should know by now, but even if you don't, I'm Will McKellar, aka Lard Teammaker, and joining me as always, it's James Atkinson.
Hi everybody. It's fine.
Hello.
It's totally
Hello.
fine.
It's totally fine, is
It's
it?
totally fine. It's fine.
That's the name. That's the name of the show. Then it's
Yeah,
totally fine.
it's totally fine.
And also, there's a special guest with us this week. You may know him at times for writing reviews on PS Nation podcast and for other gubbins on the streams like his YouTube stuff. It's Keith Patrick Dunn Fernandez.
Hello, everybody. I hope you're having a lovely evening. That was just me being weird. Hi. Hi,
How's it
Will.
going?
Hi,
How's it
James.
going?
How's it
Thanks for
going?
inviting me. It's
It's going-
going well. It's hot. The sun's still out. I have a fan on me.
Do you have a fan just sitting there going,
No, I mean, I have an actual fan here. I have a guy sitting across from me ready to applaud at any moment.
Great. Good.
at least one of us has. Because
He loved
Ash sure as shit ain't got anything.
That's good. That's good.
So yeah, well, while we're starting as unprofessionally as we mean to go on, let's start with the news because I don't think there's anything big out this week. Though I do have a correction about Kerbal Space Program. Over in the UK, it ain't out yet on PS4, and they said it indefinitely. They didn't know when because they pulled it last minute. The utter boggers.
That is boogery.
That
It
is
is.
buggery.
Boogery,
So yeah, so
not buggery. It sounded like you said buggery, James, and no. I can tell you this is not buggery, it's boogery.
Okay.
boogery.
It's boogery.
Boogery.
You know what else is boogery?
What?
What? Right, Warner Brothers apparently paid PewDiePie and other YouTubers to actually praise Shadow of Mordor for reviews.
I can talk a little bit about that.
Oh, please do.
I watched the response video that PewDiePie did to this. And the main thing that he said, that if you actually look, number one, he's not a game reviewer and he didn't review it. Number two, this was in 2014 before YouTube had any type of copyright law or saying that paid promotions that you had to talk about. That didn't come until passed by law by Congress till 2015. Number three, if you look down, it says this video is sponsored by Warner Brothers in the text below. And number four, he only says that he had fun playing this game. He doesn't give it a review. He doesn't give it a number system. He just said he had fun playing the game.
Yes.
So-
You know what? I think the problem that people actually have could be linked to the fact that Warner Brothers PR verbiage said something about you can't say anything bad about the game or we won't pay you kind of thing. And I think that might have something to do with why people feel like maybe he was disingenuous when he said, I had fun playing the game. However, then the game came out and millions of people had fun playing the game. So
And the other
it's kind of no harm, no foul. And now the rules have all changed. So
people are trying to get clickbait because they're using PewDiePie's name because they want to use his name to get money for their own clicks on their own advertisement for the websites for the articles that they're writing.
maybe.
So maybe the shoe's on the other foot. I'm going to say yell about PewDiePie because he did exactly what I'm doing right now by using his name.
Yep. Yeah, but you know, well, we say it. We're shameless plug merchants. We know this. We have not been shy about this over the months.
No,
No, of
we-
course, and
no.
the audience looks for that too. They do. They're like, oh, what do these people say about PewDiePie? What do these people say about FouseyTube? What do these people say about ratings? Um, People want to know what people think about the people that they pay attention to.
They want to know about.
So-
Yeah, it's hate him or like him. I mean, it is what it is, and I don't think he gets kind of a little bit of a bad rap because of it. But at the same time, it's a gray area, and it's also Warner Brothers, and we all know everybody should know my opinion on Warner Brothers at this point, which is
You're a big fan, right?
yeah.
He absolutely thinks they're wonderful.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Absolutely wonderful. They make the best broken games I've ever tried to play.
Well, the same could
copying
be
Ubisoft.
said of Bethesda. So
Except, yeah, absolutely true. But at least Bethesda has a modding community that will fix it.
You think so?
Now that's a whole other. I almost kettle of fish, bag of worms, bucket of hair. That's crazy. They do, but they shouldn't have. Gamers shouldn't have to rely upon, journeymen to fix games that they paid $60 or $80 for, depending on whether or not they got a statue.
Or they should hire them, and so they wouldn't be broken when they release them the next game they do. Because the mods will go, here's what went wrong the first time. We can fix this so it doesn't happen again.
Oh, Will.
Give us money. Or am I using logic?
Yes, you're too smart.
Here's an even funny thing. I was watching the SGDQ this past week, which is Summer Games Done Quick. It's one of the 2 speedrunning events that raises money for charity. They raised $1.2 million for Doctors Without Borders. So first of all, kudos to them. That's 1.2.
Yes, and I
million.
read about that. That's awesome.
They've actually over their entire career raised over $8 million for charity.
Wow.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
It's no Extra Life, but everything can't be Extra Life.
No, these are guys playing video games for 24 hours straight for a week. So
For a week?
yeah, they do it for a week. They stream on Twitch from Sunday to Sunday, and they have an entire schedule, and they do it 24/7 for a week, and they rotate various different games and everything in.
Holy crap, they need to make more money than that. And I don't mean they need to make it. We need to give it to them.
Yeah, no, right?
They should be earning more money than that.
It's insane. And they put everything, and it's these people, it's a convention. They fly there on their own dime. They do this, they donate their time, and all the money goes to Doctors Without Borders. The other time, I believe it went to prevent cancer, for cancer research.
That's awesome.
So, huge thing for them. But needless to say, you get to see a lot of cool and funny glitches and speedruns of video games and stuff, which leads me to Bethesda, because they had a Bethesda block. And we all know how sturdy and #1 builds Bethesda games are. So, they were playing a game. They were playing Oblivion. And the guy was playing Oblivion, and they went, wow, there's this bug in this game. Huh. And then, now, they moved forward, and then they went, okay, hey, let's play Skyrim. And the same bug was in Skyrim.
The same bug?
Same bug. Same clipping bug. And they went, huh, well, that's funny. And then they started playing Fallout 4. And guess what happened?
Same bugs come
Same
over there.
bug in Fallout 4. So at least they're consistent. The bugs are consistent throughout the games.
Yeah, well, I guess at least they're saying, well, we know what bug it is.
Mm-hmm.
Are we removing it? No, we're going to keep it in there because we want this bit to go across
At
all
this
our
point,
games.
at this point, like, you look at Warner Brothers, it's a newer studio. It doesn't really have a genre. It's kind of in a situation where, and the thing is too, it wasn't even the fact that like it was a bad game. Like, Fallout is like at least bad across all things. It was a great console game. I happened to get it on PC, which was a port, and it sucked balls.
Which one? Which game?
That one was the Batman one. I got
Arkham Knight.
Arkham Knight?
Yeah,
Arkham-
Arkham Knight.
Arkham Knight, whichever the one was in the city. It had the driving.
Well, there
that-
were two in the city.
The one with the Batmobile.
There was Arkham City. Am I wrong?
No.
Am I that crazy? Was it Arkham City? It was Arkham
Yeah, Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, then Arkham Knight.
City,
And also, for you other purists out there, even though it wasn't linked with Rocksteady, Arkham Origins.
yes, that's true.
Yeah, but it. Yeah,
But
so
anyway, James, yeah.
bad port. So like they ported the game bad. There was a good build of the game that they couldn't make work on a different system. So that's
Oh no, that was Arkham Knight.
yeah.
That was the most recent one, and it's still they took it off. I mean, they stopped selling it, never fixed it, and just sort of went, screw it.
Here, have it, right? So
Yeah,
at least Bethesda, it's part of the culture of a game now. It's part of like if they released a game that wasn't buggy, I think the people would get confused because it's a Bethesda game, and they'd be like,
Right.
why do I not do? I also think the scope. I mean, when you look at kind of those large kind of games, the scope and those kind of scopes of games, Witcher being the anomaly. I will preface this now: Witcher 3 being the anomaly. It's just that
yeah.
there's just
They worked on that though for like
10 years.
180 years or something.
Yeah.
They had plenty. That's the difference. But I agree with you. Yes.
Yeah, they started it when the Berlin Wall fell, and now it's getting made.
in 1989.
Yep. So, yeah, historical.
Yes, when erasure was still relevant.
Exactly.
We're not going to drop erasure bombs now on us, are we, as well?
You know, they had to break those chains of love. So
Vimus from Battle Cow dropped a couple of erasure bombs on Twitter today. It's like, oh no, it's in my head now. No, stop
I
it.
met Andy Bell actually in Cincinnati and partied with him a little bit, strangely enough. But that's a story for a completely other podcast. And I'm sorry, James, I don't mean to derail you.
No, this show is about derailment. This is how we handle it.
We just go from tangents. It's fine. Just
Okay,
carry
so
on.
Andy Bell was there, and I went over to. I actually got a free drink because I had a shaved head just like him at the time at the bar. This was a gay bar in Cincinnati. After I'd seen their concert in, it was which concert was it? It doesn't matter, and it was the one where he wore the. Oh, it doesn't matter. So anyway, yeah. So I was in line right behind their entourage, and I got a free drink too at the bar because I looked like one of them. And then they went outside to the patio to sit and drink, and they knew they weren't going to drink in peace. He's Andy Bell at a fucking gay bar in Cincinnati. So anyway, I go out there and I say, I love you. I would love an autograph. Would you just autograph my arm? And he's like, why do you want me to autograph your arm? And I said, because I just want to know that I got an autograph from you and I'll wash it off. And he said, well, why don't I just autograph the air then? And he drew his name in the air, or probably fuck you in the air, or whatever he drew in the air. And I was so lit by that point in the evening. I was like, oh my God, you are the coolest guy ever. Did you see what he just did? So yes, I've been an asshole for a long time. And that's the end of that story.
Sorry, just checking that Curtis is saying there's major buffering going on, but it looks fine to me at the moment on this side. So might be potato internet of Curtis's. But hi, Curtis. And speaking of being in a gay bar, and speaking of gay of that area, this links us into the next story. That Twitch, which ironically is buffering at the moment for some people, have banned a gay-themed game bundle called Radiator 2.
Radiator 2.
So I was just wondering, Keith, what's your thoughts on this?
I don't know why it's called Radiator 2 for one thing. I'm kind of speechless as to why it would be called that, because I've been gay for a long time and lived in places with radiators, and I never went near one. So I don't understand that. What I do think is humorous and possibly ironic, although I don't understand the meaning of that word, and also stupid, is that the gentleman who made the game. Now let me see if I can find his name. Stick Shift? No, that's not his name.
Yeah,
No.
who made his the
Yang.
name is
His
Robert
name is-
Yang.
Yes. He's upset that Twitch has banned streaming of his game, which is basically a game. He's trying to pull the gay card, and say that, well, they only did this because it's gay. It shows homosexuality, and while that is all true, if the same game were made with heterosexuality, they would probably ban it as well, because the game is extremely sexual, and that's not something that you want to come across with your 5-year-old in the living room when you're looking through Twitch, for one thing, and for another thing, it's just not appropriate to stream. We don't, we don't. I got to be careful here because I'm going to get in big trouble. We
'Cause we're
just
streaming?
don't. Well, no, not because of that. Because of other social justice warriors like I am, who are going to take this the wrong way. First of all, I haven't seen the game, but from what I understand, it's about sex. Now, I'm not nuts about it. Oh, no pun intended. I'm not crazy about anything being streamed about sex. I'm not somebody who plays video games to get off, basically. There are other ways you do that. Video games are for gaming. And I'm not really sure how this is even a game. However, I will say that, to quote Mr. Yang from the website mcvuk.com, he says, and I quote, "I've said before that I don't really care whether people play these games or not, especially when I don't make any money from it, because the games are free on stream." I'm interjecting that. "And what's more important to me is simply that they exist," Yang added. Then he says, quote, "This is one of the primary tenets of the modern gay rights movement, that we must be visible and present, or else we will be erased. It's important that there's a gay sex game available on stream, of all places, and that gesture is now part of the artistic meaning of this work." As a gay man who got his card about 1971, when I saw Jimmy Rigney with his shirt off and went, "Ooh," when I was in the first grade, I got to say, he's full of shit. This guy is full of fucking shit. He's not making any money off of it, for one thing. He's doing exactly what some of the right wing says we all do. I'm going to use this term because this is the one they always use. Shoving you're shoving your sexuality down my throat. Well, this game apparently is doing that, and I don't think that's appropriate. This is not a part of the tenets of the modern gay rights movement to make everybody aware of our private, personal, sexual lives. And I think it's bullshit. And I think Twitch is doing the right thing.
Oh yeah, because one of the things he tries using to defend himself, whatever, is like, oh, but they don't ban The Witcher 3 as an example, and it's the case of, well, here's the difference then from what I can I'm understanding, because I haven't looked at Radiator 2 yet either myself, but
I tried to look it up and see things. All I saw was 1 or 2 screenshots, and they're not appropriate.
right.
They're not like The Witcher. This isn't a game like that. But
Yeah.
yes, please go ahead, William. I'm sorry.
But the thing about The Witcher is this: it's like, yes, there is sex in The Witcher 3. Yes, there is nudity in The Witcher 3, but it's not a constant. It is not what the game's about. It is not like Honey Pop, where where the whole basis of the game is sex. You know, it adds to the story, yes, and tenuous link, but you know, it's part of the story. It's not the story, and that's what this guy is running foul of. And this is what he doesn't seem to want to get, because he seems like, oh, it's gay themed, so they're blocking it. Oh, no, 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 how dare they? It's like, no, they're blocking it because the themes are pure sexual content.
Exactly.
And that's
And
the difference.
and again, going back to something that we touched on before. Now I don't remember if we did this before or after. No, we did. I couldn't for a second. I was like, wait, have we already pushed record when we did this? Yes, we had. Back to the PewDiePie thing again. Whenever you see headlines about this, it says Twitch bans gay themed game bundle Radiator 2. Yes, they did. And that's true. But when you put gay themed in there, everybody's going to click on it and go, what? I'm outraged. Well, it's not gay themed. It's gay sex themed. And that's where the difference lies.
Yeah, because you're getting the people who are on the far extremes of the argument to go, oh my god, this is horrible. What are they showing our children's? Or, oh my god, what are they doing? They're taking us in completely the wrong way. People are going to get the wrong idea. Right? It's like the two polar
Yes,
opposites.
exactly.
What would Jesus
Right.
say at a moment like this? It's like,
It doesn't represent me. I'm not going to tell you what my sex life is. It's none of your business. But I will guarantee that this game does not represent my life. And why? Because I've been with my husband, now husband, for 16 years. We've been married for a year and a half. Oh, I'm sorry. No, baby, I'm sorry. A year and a month. We just did 13 months. Yay! Whoopee! And as anybody in a long-term relationship knows, we don't have,
Yes.
you know, we have bagels and and coffee in the morning. And we like Italian food. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this whole idea of it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and Twitch did the right thing, as I know they would do with anything that was too sexually forward. It's why they banned. Oh, what did they do? They did the same thing with remember Ustream. You can stream anything on Ustream now. Of course, they're going out of business. But Twitch said, no, you may not. So we're not going to allow you to do those kinds of streams on Twitch. This is exactly the same thing, and it's across the board. And, you know, people need to chill out about that.
yeah, because I've seen some weird shit on Ustream. I've seen a guy, it's like doing a karaoke sort of dancing, singing stuff, and it's like with the tagline, "This is a kids show." I'm looking at it going, "No, mate, this definitely is not a kids show. This is far too fucking weird."
Exactly. But you know what? If I am gonna mourn the loss of Ustream because it is so weird. It is the home of video game weirdness, for sure. But everybody that goes there pretty much knows that. Twitch is not that. They have a different reputation. They're about gaming,
Right.
and they're about gaming with games that are games, not games that are I'm not even going to speculate on this game, but I'm sure it's
Games that are
the
statements?
puzzles in this game will not have, if there are any, would not have anything to do with moving blocks around. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. So just moving something is not blocks.
Yes. Will this fit here? I don't know. Let's see. No, thank you. No, thank you. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. And
I'm
I'm
good.
a big old homosexual, and I don't want to see that shit on Twitch.
That's fair enough. I'm sure no, a lot of people agree, and it's like it's just down to in my opinion, the content of it rather than the actual game itself. And he just needs to chill out and go, okay, yeah, they've got me banged to rights on that one, so
Exactly.
and then make something less, that would fit the guidelines of a gaming channel. Because hell, there's people who show too much cleavage on there who get banned
That's why I'm wearing a shirt this high. They had the neckline this high.
Exactly.
And I am heartbroken about that, James. I really am. I was hoping for something lower cut.
That's for the After Dark show. That's for the After Dark.
Shall we move on to something a little bit lighter now? A little bit lighter.
Please.
And it's Nintendo. Nintendo announces the palm-sized mini NES console. But from what sounds of it, you can't put your cartridges in there. It's games that are preloaded.
No, I can't
Like
put my cartridge in it. You're going back to the last topic. We just stopped that topic.
Yeah, come on, Will. Get your mind out of the gutter.
We'll have to have a tenuous link somehow.
You don't. It can be
cartridges
conversation end, start new conversation. It doesn't have to be one long continuous thing.
Yes, it does, damn it. But yeah, so we're looking at what? It's about 30 games it says on there. Yeah, 30 games, including Bubble Bobble, which is nice. 2 Castlevanias. Donkey Kongs are on there. Had to be Super Mario Brothers, you know.
All of them.
Tecmo Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Is also there as well.
Take your what?
Tecmo Bowl.
Oh, okay.
You know, something that Glenn
It's the
Percival
pre-Madden. It was Madden before Madden. Probably the last time they changed the gameplay.
The Madden gameplay.
Yes, yeah, the Madden gameplay. It's probably the last time there was actually a revision in a football gameplay.
Apparently, the console will be powered by USB.
Don't forget, there's also Metroid, Final Fantasy, and the Zelda.
Zelda 2.
Yes.
The Adventures of Link.
Yeah, 1 and
it's
2.
Not
So
powered by USB, I don't think. I'm sorry, I'm talking over you, James. I'm sorry.
No.
I don't think it's powered by USB. It just is. It just has USB so that you can actually plug it into your modern television.
I think it's also got HDMI as well. I was reading.
Yeah,
Oh, wait. That's what I meant, not USB. Oh, none of us know what we're talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
Yeah, welcome.
Welcome to the podcast.
It has one of those anagram cord things that you plug into stuff and make it videos or something show up, right? It's the
Yes.
It's the thing you plug into the thing that makes it work.
That's exactly correct.
And if you want technical support, don't come see me.
Don't come see any of us, apparently.
Support your local mom and pop shop.
Yeah, just go to them rather than us. We don't know.
Or find like the 13-year-old kid from it's like any 13-year-old kid wandering around outside playing Pokemon Go. Offer them free candy to fix your computer. Though you may not want to do free candy. That could get a little weird, and may get the cops called on you. By the way, how long do you think it's going to be until they have like the 911 speed dial button put on Pokemon Go? What's the over under before that gets programmed in?
Well, because he can't catch Pikachu.
No, I was thinking for other reasons, but yeah, we'll go with that.
Okay, that's a huge story, and we should talk about Pokemon Go, but let's go back to this Nintendo thing.
No, please
before
don't.
we get too sidetracked.
I don't want to talk about Pokemon Go. Please, no.
I'm also afraid of walking places.
It's going to happen.
This is how Skynet is born. Pokemon Go.
Please, no.
Okay, so how do you feel about this little teeny tiny hand-sized thing with a bunch of great preloaded games on it? It's only $60, which is pretty sweet because that is what we pay for just one game currently for like PS4, PS3. We've been paying $60 for one game. Now, not only do you get the game, you get 30 games. And they're in this little thing that you plug in.
It looks like they did one earlier in the year for the Sega Mega Drive. So it looks pretty much the same sort of thing. So I might be interested in it, to be fair. It might be a way to get your other retro gaming fix if you can't have like a Retron 5 or in fact, an original NES.
Or aren't some of these games available on the Nintendo store for the various Wii consoles?
Ugh.
I don't know. Possibly. Possibly.
Yes, but you know what?
Here's the question. Over under this console outsells the Wii U.
Over.
Over?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
No, it's right in the millennial wheelhouse. That's like it's right there. Like,
And it's cheap. It'll sell way more units.
60
It won't make more money. Well, maybe it will make more money actually.
it'll well, because you gotta look at will it sell more units? Maybe, probably. Will it make more money? Will Nintendo stock jump up again because of this? Because you look at
Yes, I think it will. I think it won't, probably not as high as the Pokemon Go stuff, because that is just making crazy amount of money for Nintendo at the moment.
Yeah, that's a global phenomenon.
Yeah.
The teller at my bank, who was like a 60-year-old woman from Poland, said, "Are you playing Pokemon?" to me when I went into work, not into work, but into the bank, and it's like a USB mistake, and I was like, "No, I'm not." But the reason that I'm not is because I have a shitty phone that doesn't have enough memory on it to. It sucks. Don't get me started on my phone. So I'm not going to derail this by going to my phone, but I will say this: I bought a 50 gig thing. What am I thinking of?
Memory card.
Memory. Yes, memory card. And guess what goes onto it?
Pokemon Go.
Nothing. The phone does not use it. The phone puts nothing onto it. And I've been like, well, why is this? How come I can't put this stuff on this memory and get, oh, well, that's just the way it is. So I have 32 gigs free on that. The other gigs that were taken up were, see, I said I wasn't going to talk about my phone. The gigs that were taken up were actually, stuff, proprietary crap. And as it always is, whenever you get a hard drive, it's never as big as it says it is.
where Ribbon never had that before.
Few things are. And then I can't put anything on it. And so my phone fills up and it's like, nope, we're not going to move this over there. You know what? You suck. Okay, I'm done.
Should issue
Rant
some sense,
at an end.
Nope, not gonna do it. Not gonna put anything on your phone.
No.
Nope.
Thanks for the money. Thanks for the money, honey. That was about $60 you didn't need to spend, but we didn't tell you about it. No, we wanted your money, honey.
So you could have saved that $60 and bought a Nintendo system and played all those games.
Precisely.
Yeah. So that's probably what you should have done. But saying about playing, because that's all the news we've got this week. Because unless you guys have found
things will come up. Things will come up. I bet money on it. If we could talk about Pokemon Go.
Yes, we could. I'm not playing it, but I would like to say that this is the first time that I've been on mass transit in New York City and seen several people playing the same game. I was on the subway, and there was a young guy that sat next to me on the subway, and I glanced over at his phone that he was looking at, and he was catching Pokemans on the subway as we were moving underground. He was finding some. And then today, coming home from on the bus, I have a commute that includes the New York subway system and the New Jersey Transit bus system. And so on the New Jersey Transit system, I happen to be sitting next to another young guy who was also
catching the
Pokemans. But he wasn't driving at the same time. We didn't hit a tree or anything like that.
Yeah, I figured like most people like wrestle over who's going to drive. Now the argument's going to become, no, I don't want to drive. You drive. I want to catch Pokemon.
Yes.
Well, I know Curtis in the chat room doesn't like Pokemon and is sick of hearing it. But the thing is, it looks like if people are getting exercise from it and it's bringing people together, then surely it's a good thing.
I believe a comedian said that this game has done more in like a week than Michelle Obama's 8 years in office trying to get people to get up and exercise.
That's because people are stupid.
It just takes a...
They won't listen to an educated black woman tell them how to eat right and move. But if you put something on their cell phone that says you can catch imaginary creations out in your neighborhood, that's fine. I also actually on one of the groups that I'm on in Facebook, a guy said, and this is first person, this is right from him. He said, last night there was a man outside my house at 12:30 at night looking at a phone, and I grabbed my gun. And I know. I saw you roll your eyes. I don't disagree. But he was like, I grabbed my gun and called the police or whatever because he was looking for a Pokemon, but But he didn't realize that was what was going on because he lives in a bad neighborhood. So he was like, this guy is going to try and break into my house. So these things are there's danger out there doing this shit. You have to have some sense about you, and a lot of people don't.
Yeah, common sense seems to be the one thing that's missing these days.
The one thing.
The one thing. One big thing.
Hence Trump.
Exactly. Donald Trump. But moving on.
Yes, please. Let's not get mired in that bullshit.
Before we give shout outs and where you can find us all and then buggering off for the start of the weekend, what have we been playing? And because you're the guest, Keith, you can go first.
Yay! I have actually been playing Lost Sea for a review, which I am still not finished with. For PS Nation, I'm not finished with it because it's one of those games that's infinite, like No Man's Sky is going to be. I hope No Man's Sky does a better job than this, and that's all I'll say. And what else did I play? I played I played Amazon and watched Star Wars Episode 7 again. Does that count? No.
Yeah,
well.
Did you play a game during it? Did you like a drinking game or a let's spot the reference game?
The game was let's stay awake as late as I can game. I've been playing that, and then I actually this week I've also been playing Gone Home.
Right. What did you think?
Because I've been playing that in stretches. And it's a great game. Have either of you two guys played Layers of Fear?
Yes.
No.
Yes. I streamed it and completed it.
Yeah. I streamed it as well. Layers of Fear is a game very much like Gone Home, but I think that it came after it, but it seems like their development cycle would have been sort of at the same time in some way. It's another game when you're in a house, you walk, you examine things, etc., etc.
Now, I think Gone Home came before Layers of Fear because it came out before Soma as well.
Okay.
Yeah, because Gone Home was one of the ones that actually really kickstarted the quotes walking simulator. That was on there. So.
Oh, that's great. So it was out even before Everybody's Gone to the Rapture.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that game. But don't get me started on that. So, yes, I was playing Gone Home. Sidebar, Layers of Fear, I reviewed it for PS Nation, and I gave it a good score. The thing about it is that I played the entire game, and then I got a Facebook message from this woman that I've known since we were in high school, that I've done a lot of theater together with. And she was like, have you played this game, Layers of Fear? And I was like, yeah, I love that game. And she goes, I do the voice of the wife in that game. I was like, what? Kristen Lennox, you are shitting me. And she's like, no, I would never shit you. You're my favorite turd. And it's true. So my friend did the voice of the wife that you hear a few times during the game, and some stuff during the ending of the game. Yeah. So basically, Gone Home and Lost Sea.
Nice. That's nice.
Sweet.
James.
Yes.
do you want to go next?
Sure.
I don't know why I
been-
was talking like that.
James. You sound like you sound like an upset English schoolmaster. James,
James, let's come to the office right now.
young man, do you understand what you've done?
You can't have any pudding until you've eaten your meat.
Apparently,
How can you have any?
apparently there's Layers of Fear DLC coming soon.
Ooh.
Really?
From what Curtis was saying in the chat.
Color me surprised, as if I didn't know that already because I already have an in, because I already know Kirsten Lennox. But
Yeah.
no, I will neither confirm nor deny your assertion.
So yeah, so my opinion of Layers of Fear was I liked the first half of it, and then the second half just went downhill for us because it became the scares tried to become the same thing over and over again. It's like, yeah, okay, that's
Well, that's valid. That's valid. It is valid. I didn't have that experience, but I'm probably more of a fraidy cat than you are.
not really.
Everything scares me.
No, it's you'll be surprised how easily I'm scared.
I played the first 10 minutes of Dead Space in a quiet room with nothing else going on and headphones. I put it down, turned all the lights on in my room, and slowly rocked myself to sleep, going, "It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay."
Exactly. Yes, I am not surprised by that. Yeah, that game. Wow.
Yeah, the first 10 minutes of that game is just like, nope, 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 nope. Like, I tried to, like, I found, like, the playlist on my TV of Animal Planet's Too Cute series, and just watched, like, happy videos with musics and kittens, and just prancing around the screen. I'm just like, I need to feel happy and good.
You were like Godzilla going back into the war. Nope, nope, nope. What have you been playing then, James?
Not Dead Space. Definitely not Dead Space. Dead Space.
Not.
Not Dead Space. I've been playing with our Twitch settings. Since this thing isn't buffering, got it to work. So, yay.
Bonus.
Bonus. We totally aren't lagging 15 minutes behind, or you guys are 15 minutes behind us this time. Fix that problem. Only took a week to do it. But besides from that, I've been playing some XCOM, trying to get the build right so I can start my playthrough series of it, where I take everybody that I know who wants to be a part of it and use them as shields against humanity and trying to take Earth back.
That's cool. Now, you're doing that on PC?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, so they have an intense character designer that lets me put anybody who wants to be in it into a character pool, and you will randomly show up as my soldiers, and I cannot promise that you will all make it out alive, because I'm playing on a relatively hard level and Iron Man, which means there's no takesy-backsies.
Well, that's that's part and parcel of that game anyway.
Yeah, so it's as I've said, if people want to volunteer to the army, to the XCOM army, I'm more than willing to put them into the game. I can't say that you'll survive toward the end. I can say that if I get robots, you can turn into a robot.
Ooh.
But yeah, no, I've been playing that, getting that set because I'm playing it heavily modded because I'm a masochist.
Why not?
Because
Curtis is in.
good. But that's kind of like, so I'm getting the build right there. I've been playing the Legion beta of WoW because WoW was like, here, try the beta for free, and I was like, okay.
Okay.
And also that's free up to level 20.
Twist my arm.
Yeah, you twist my arm. Yeah, WoW's free up to level 20, but I'm in the beta, so I have a level 100 character.
No.
I have to say, I just did the quest to get one of the heroic weapons. It's really freaking cool. Like, there's a story behind it. It's progression. It actually develops your character. Like, I play a paladin, so I was playing the paladin quest, and like all of a sudden, like going through it, the quest after a 30-minute quest, I now am like the leader of the Silver Hand, which is the order of paladins that have banded together that are now going to go out and fight the Burning Legion.
That is the single most nerdy thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yep.
And I like it.
Mm-hmm. And I wield Ashbringer, the legendary sword, which levels up on its own.
I wield Ashbringer from time to time.
Is that
Oh,
what
I'm
you're calling
sorry.
it these
No,
days?
I mispronounced that. Never mind. Woo! Back to Radiator 2.
Yeah.
Good grief.
Nice callback.
Yes, good callback. We enjoy that. But besides from those two things, I really haven't been playing much. Besides from tabletop role-playing games, I started got a beta of a game called Red Markets, which is economic horror, and I ran my first session of it, and all my players loved it, which is good. So we'll keep on running that thing as they slowly try to survive the zombie-filled apocalypse of 5 years from now in Connecticut.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it's the zombie apocalypse. Everybody's still, there's like all the rich and famous people made it to like the safe zones, and everybody else who lives in the zombie wasteland is legally considered dead. So you're in your job. Is that you're a person who has to go outside your settlement because you have dependents. And if you don't make enough money, you either need to repair your gear or tell little Timmy why he's not having food tonight.
Now, that's a tabletop game?
It's a role-playing game. Tabletop role-playing game. It's called Red Markets.
Right. No, I understood that. But, I mean, we're talking... when you say tabletop, we're talking about a board game, right?
No, I'm talking about, like, D&D role-playing...
Exalted, that sort of stuff.
Yeah, like, actually sitting with people at a table with dice.
No, that's what I said. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's when I said, like, quote-unquote, board game.
Yeah. So I actually meet
But-
with people in real life to play this.
No, I understand that.
You go outside and you're not playing
I'm
Pokemon
not-
Go?
I know!
Not-
Well, I play Pokemon Go on the way to play this with them.
Oh, everybody sits around a table and gets out their phone and plays Pokemon Go. That's genius.
I know, right?
No, I understand that. That's great. The first time I played a D&D was when I was in high school in the 80s. And I played a paladin. And it was the first and only time I ever played it. We had graph paper.
Yep.
Right.
This one isn't. It's more. I like it because it's more structuralized. It's kind of. It's based on narrative and player narrative. And so it's kind of like, what's the range of your weapon? It's medium range. What's medium range? Whatever I feel that. However we contextualize it. I can take out pad and paper and draw things if I want to for it, but I kind of let them kind of visualize things.
Yeah, that sounds awesome, actually.
Yeah, it's.
And you know what I like? I really do like games like that where you sit around the table with friends and you play a game and laugh and drink and eat things together. It's a great thing.
I liked it because I had a story that I rolled up, and the nice thing about the system is, like, I rolled a dice 4 times, and I was basically given, like, okay, this is the good that they need to get, this is the person that's the contract, and this is the complication. So they were getting medical supplies, they had to exterminate the zombies that were inheriting the building, and the complication was that people had already done it, and they had already claimed the supplies, so how are they going to deal with it? So, without telling them any of that, I told them about the job, they go and they do it, and they find out there's people there, and they then spent 45 minutes talking amongst themselves about how they're going to try and deal with, like, talking with these people. They never talk to them. They're just hiding in the woods, sitting in a huddle, talking for 45 minutes about planning every eventuality. And me, as a game master, is finding this great because it's character development. They're all learning about each other's characters, and I don't have to do a goddamn thing because they're advancing the plot for me.
Of course.
And I'm just sitting there grinning like an idiot the entire time. And the thing is, too, it coming down to, like, a role-playing system, I kind of gave, like, the whole point of it is, like, every choice that they had the contract, which was clear out the zombies from the warehouse, and you get paid. They don't know who's paying them. They assumed it was a corporation, because it was getting paid through an intermediary. So technically, they could have walked away because the zombies were dead. They fulfilled their contract, but odds are whoever came in to claim those people would either dispossess those people, and then they would have the blood of these people on their hands, or there would be a fight and more zombies would have been made. Option 2 was they talk to these people, they tell them that they're coming, and then they invite them to come home with them to their enclave. Now, their settlement is a self-sustained settlement that can handle the amount of people that they have, but now they're bringing more people in that may or may not be skilled, and it's going to put more of a strain on the economy of their own place. So there's that social issue that they're going to have. Or what they do is they actually, because these people put claims on the Walgreens warehouse based in Windsor Locks up here in Connecticut,
Yeah.
they start openly trading with them, with their enclave, because it's the post-apocalyptic zombie future and everybody needs freaking medical supplies. So they do good by they take a pay cut, they get medical supplies for their city, which opens up a lot more things, and the people they live with are very happy, but they piss off the people who they just did the job for. Those were their three options. So every option had it's not going to end well either. You can't have your cake and eat it too. There was
exactly. It's going to have a downside as well.
Yeah, so they chose the option of screw who we think our corporate masters are, and we're going to get the medical supplies to everybody in the area, which opened up some good jobs for them.
You have good people as friends.
Yes, but there was a good 10 minutes when they were debating using the C4 to blow open the walls and let the irrelevant explosion bring all the zombies in and have the zombies kill them for them and then kill all the zombies.
Well, of course, anyone would have that kind of a conversation, but then you come to the gentler place.
Yes.
Sometimes. Although, when you're playing an RPG like that or whatever, sometimes you're like, let's kill everybody.
The game specifically states, there's a rule specifically stating that this game is not about becoming a murder hobo.
Oh, well, that's good too.
Yeah, so it's like there are consequences for your actions, just like in real life. This is why this is economic horror.
Cool.
So that is what I've been playing.
Wicked. Right. Well, down to myself then for
down to
myself.
Yourself then. Oh,
Yep.
Look, I can see you.
Yes.
What happened?
I was just like,
Is the car backing up outside your home?
I go, "Boop."
Are you looking at Pokemon Go?
Yes.
Yes.
I wanted to chuck it out the window. For what I have been playing, I started Gears of War Judgment.
Outside.
Yeah, I don't want to choose me. Please, no. I don't want to get in the van. No, stop it, Pikachu. Stop it. Get out. No.
Whispering, it's funny.
So anyway.
Yes, Will.
I've been playing Gears of War Judgment. I started that at last. It's more Gears of War, It's a newish story where Baird and that are being tried, for potential crimes against COGS units. The thing is that
COGS units?
COGS, mate, COGS.
It's your damn accent.
So you still got your mind on radiator too, haven't you?
It's buffering. He's buffering. It's from Ye Old England Town. It makes things sound like weird.
Yeah.
Well, as long as he doesn't sound Cornish, we'll be all right.
Yeah. No. See, but yeah, the differences between this Gears of War and the others are you've got these optional missions for every little sub part of the level where you can change a different parameter of what you're doing at the time. So you can have like fog in a certain room, so it makes it difficult to see the enemies, or you can have minimal bullets, so you really have to pick your shots and get them really quickly, or a time limit on there as well, which I'm starting to warm to. But there was a couple there that went at the start of it, I thought, really, we're adding this gimmick to this now? And in the actual single player, they decided to put sort of tower defense sections in, like horde mode, in the multiplayer from them, and I'm kind of like, do I really want to play this in a single player game, or do I just want to carry on, and play Gears of what it should be? Just shoot shit, bit of story, carry on, add repeat,
Shotgun some zombies
tower
and some
defense.
Yeah, just blow shit up and just carry on,
If you want to play tower defense, play Warcraft 3 multiplayer maps. There's some tower defense for you.
Yeah, if you want to play that.
Which at times I don't, because Pixel Junk Monsters, there's the tower defense. There's a proper tower defense I love to play. Other new stuff. We were talking about streaming new things, over the weekend to try and keep things quite fresh on the channel, on the YouTube channel. And so I tried Fury. That
Ooh,
PS Plus
I'm
game.
streaming that tonight when we're done here.
I guess we're
Yeah.
hosting you tonight.
I'm not impressed with it. I'm really not. It because it's a twin stick, and it doesn't know whether it wants to be a shooter or a melee. And it's trying to be like Dark Souls hard as well, because it's just boss after boss after boss after boss. I'm up to the second boss because the first one is fucking annoying. But you get 3 lives, okay? Once your health bar goes down, you lose a life. Now, the first tutorial boss, I might add, has 7 of these lives and 2 health bars for each one. So you're essentially having 3 lives against something that has 14 that changes itself up each time in terms of attack. And so you have to gauge it, and it's quite frustrating. It took me about 40 minutes to defeat this thing. And, as Curtis in chat will say, I just don't know. Yeah, I'm done. No, do not want to continue this. I pushed forward for a little bit the second boss, see if I could do it. I got it to about halfway down and thought, yeah, no, hour's done. Can't be asked for this. Hell with it. So, I mean, Curtis himself is different. He liked what he played. So, Keith, you might be different to myself, but
Curtis sounds like he's
Well,
a
no, I'm-
masochist.
Yeah, I'm playing it for Fernandez's Frustration Friday.
well, it's going to be right up your street then for this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
That sounds perfect.
Michael Swick, one of the other writers at PS Nation, was like, "Oh, Keith needs to play this," and it was free because I can't buy every game in the world and play it just because it's hard. So yeah, I'm gonna stream that in a little bit when this is done.
Yeah.
But yes. Anyway, sorry.
So that was Fury. Am I going to go back to it? I don't know. Maybe if I'm prodded enough, I might do. But depending on certain people prodding us, I may do it. But there you go.
Oh,
More
James,
filth.
you are awesome.
For Pinball Tuesday, I played the Might of the First Order table this week because I had a bit of a break, so came back to the stream again this week, which is I missed it, but so. I almost beat my personal best on it. I know, I see what you're doing. But I missed out for about 6 million on this, so I was quite gutted.
Only short 6 million.
Yeah,
So is my bank account.
Oh, so is mine. I could do with 6
my
million in there.
God.
But
I had to pay Obamacare this week, so. Oy.
that's a nightmare, isn't it?
The alternative is worse.
Yeah.
Dying. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I'm trying to avoid dying myself, so I know that so I know what that's like.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so also, I another new game I tried and streamed and completed was Alan Wake's American Nightmare.
I got those copyright claims
Yay!
in the email.
Yippee!
Well, that's a good point. While we're on, I was looking through the channel. Is there still one of Alan Wake that's still got a copyright claim on it and won't go live otherwise?
No, it'll go live. It just we can't monetize it.
That's fine. That's cool.
I just
But-
haven't clicked the go live button.
That would be why. But yeah, so American Nightmare.
How
Control-
lazy do you have to be to not click a button? James.
We can be lazy. It's fine. Don't worry about. I can do
I'm
lazy.
teasing.
I can do lays. It's easy. Watch.
My entire life, is not clicking
No,
things because
no.
I'm too lazy. Yes, that was good. That was good, Will.
Thank you. See, but yeah, American Nightmare compared to Alan Wake. The story's a bit more coherent. You are still having to find pages that he's, written, but the pages more go back to Alan Wake rather than American Nightmare. The controls are tighter, and that's a good thing. Yeah, and it feels much better actually controlling using torch at the shadows to make them more sort of
Using the flashlight.
corporeal, and then torch, flashlight, same
Flashlight.
thing. This Britishisms again, you know.
No, it's all right. I think most Americans understand that, actually. If they don't, fuck them.
Yeah.
Sidebar. If you're so stupid that you don't know that British torch means flashlight, delete your account.
Just walk away. Use a thesaurus. If you don't know what that is, use a dictionary and work your way forward.
Watch Doctor Who.
Yeah.
That'll solve most. Or Torchwood.
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 Anagram of Doctor Who.
Listen, I'm a thesaurus.
Torchlight. True. Torchlight. There's also Torchlight 2, Curtis.
So Curtis is on the ball here with us. And the one thing
I don't know who this Curtis is, but I like him.
he's a good guy. He's a good guy. You should check out his stuff on Twitter and follow him because you know he's on there.
I absolutely.
But anyway, back to Alan Wake.
Sorry. Is this the same thing that I was watching you stream? Or were you doing Alan Wake, the first one, and that's what I saw, and then you went to the second one, and I didn't see that yet?
Yeah, you did. You saw me play some of the first one, and it's the second
Okay.
one that's up on the YouTube channel coming soon.
Right.
Like
Okay.
after we're done with this show soon.
Yeah.
If James can
Click a button.
It's-
muster enough
Yep.
strength in his finger to push a button.
Like that. Like that.
It's a difficult job. Somebody has to do it though.
It is, and yes, they do.
That's why he gets paid the big bucks. You know?
Mhm.
That's right.
But one of the things about this one, Alan Wake, is A, it's shorter. B, it uses game logic in this, where you have to do things in threes, because you have 3 areas only in this game: motel, observatory, drive-in movie theater,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
and you have to do them 3 times. It's like almost like a loop, and because you have to beat this alternate version of you that's become evil, that's been corrupted by the shadows. And yeah, so basically you have to go through that, and each time you go through the areas, it's slightly different. So you know, like in the first one, there's a mechanic, or as Aravel has pointed out, oily boobs, right? Because she's got oil here, pretty much on the vest from leaning over in the car,
Ah.
right? So you see her a couple of times, and every time you have to try and help and do something different, because the first couple of times she can get attacked by the darkness, the shadow stuff, and you know, so you have to try and save her. So it's different each time you go through it. And is it fun? Yeah, it's quite fun. I don't think it was as cheesy or as bad in terms of dialogue as the first Alan Wake, but I do recommend you try it. And it sort of gives a nod to the fact that there should be an Alan Wake 2 coming. They need to do this because it needs to carry on.
I so wish it was multi-platform, but I understand why Xbox holds on to it.
Go multi-platform, mate. Get an Xbox One. They're not that bad. Trust me.
I know that. I want one.
I have a
I just don't. Oh, James. I have a PC.
Well, personally, I might have one as well. So
Yeah.
Then
yeah,
you can
my
record
PC.
all the videos and press the button on YouTube.
if it has a capture card, wait. Oh shit! Wait.
But no, yes, exactly. I'm agnostic when it comes to consoles. I don't give a shit. But I don't have. I have less money now than I used to have. So you know, even buying games is kind of crunching. So, but that Nintendo handheld little tiny hand sized thing for $60, I could do that. When Microsoft comes out with an Xbox One that I can hold in my hand, and I'll be dead by then.
Yeah.
I'll be dead by then.
Yes, probably so will
So
I
anyway.
by that time. But anyway, yeah, another new
Yeah.
game I tried this week on the stream, and it actually brought in my biggest viewer count so far of my streaming career, even though Twitch fucked up and didn't put the viewer count properly on my on there. So it was a game called Inside by Playdead Studios. You know, the people who made Limbo.
Yes, I've heard a lot of awesome things about this. Do not spoil anything, or I will sell everything I own, fly to your house,
And kick my ass. Okay, that's fine.
stab you in the neck.
I'll give you Rob's contact information, and he can just do it in the middle of the night for you.
Thank you, James.
Or
You're
for Will, which is like roughly 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, exactly. But what I will say, then I'll keep it brief. I mean, if you want to see what it's like, watch the stream. Yeah, I've done about halfway through, maybe a bit more than halfway through. It looks fucking gorgeous. This game,
That's what
for
I've
small,
heard. Yeah.
absolutely gorgeous. The puzzles aren't too taxing. You can get a bit stuck if you're not really looking, thinking, "Hang on, what am I going to do here?" But then it sort of clicks and gives you that eureka moment and makes you feel good that you've actually worked it out.
Right.
And there's no conversation in there. There's no words. It is again like Limbo in terms of that way. And that's all I will say about that. And then hopefully this week I shall finish it off on stream if people want to watch it.
Finish it off. I think that is probably why Twitch didn't let Radiator 2.
Trying to finish a few people off.
You're going to finish them off. You do that in the privacy of your own home.
There are other websites that will let you stream that.
Yes.
Yes,
Ustream.
there are.
Yes, there are.
And I have memberships to most of them. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Grinder. Here we go. Ustream this.
Oh, no. No. That's a hookup one. No. I'm married. Not Grinder. I don't want to do something with
As
those
if I
people. I
know.
just want to look at them.
It's window shopping. It's window shopping.
That's right. Like you're not. Give me a break.
I never
Boys are
said that I
boys.
wasn't.
Oh, no. I never said that you weren't either. Boys are boys.
Yes.
Boys like porn.
Yes, we do.
Porn has no place in gaming.
Exactly.
end.
Yeah,
No,
the end.
Exactly. But anyway, but we could link this to the Twitch banning because I also played The Witcher 3 this week as part of Large Sunday service, which is 10 a.m. to midday on a Sunday morning in the UK.
That's British summertime. So it's
British summertime.
Right. So if you're on the East Coast, that's 5 hours ahead of us, which means
Yep.
5 in the morning.
5 a.m. to 7 a.m. So you could wake up and have your breakfast by and being part of the sermon.
I'm not.
I
that
love
up that
your
early on a
sermons.
Sunday.
What'd you say, James? I'm sorry.
I'm not up though. Not up that early on a Sunday.
I'm old. And I've been going to work for so many damn years now that I wake up actually probably 6:30 or 7 a.m. now every day. I have to make myself go back to sleep.
I have the issue sometimes where I forget what day it is, and I'll wake up and get dressed for work and sit in my car and realize it's a Sunday.
Oh,
No, that's not good.
you need more Post-it notes.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Put a
stuck to
Post-it
my
note
head.
on the door that says it's Sunday, asshole. Go back to bed.
Sunday.
you need more time in control. That's what you need, mate.
Yeah.
Like I did, because on this week I actually finished a quest on it in the 2 hours, which I know it's amazing. It's gobsmacked, and then continued another one. Because it was the quest I finished was there was a guy who was smitten with I think she's a princess. She's important. She's part of the royalty that's in there. So and he wanted to know what was going on because she seemed to have gone cold on him at some point, and he thinks something happened to her. He's kind of right. It was a curse that had to be lifted. Yeah, she looked like she was in Grimm. If you've ever watched Grimm, if you haven't watched Grimm, then I suggest you watch.
I've
Grimm.
seen a little bit of Grimm, but not a lot of Grimm.
But yeah, so the Vessens in there, that's what she put me in mind of. And yeah, that's so I'm still enjoying Witcher 3. I'm hoping to get through it soon so we can go on to our things like Just Cause 3 and to play as part of the rotation I'm in. Um, played,
Ooh.
I actually finished the career off in Forza 6. So it kind of opens up when you do like you got 15 championships to do in your career, but then it opens up to ones you didn't choose to begin with to go through each stage. It goes, all right, you can play those now if you want and go 100% on all the sections. It's like, okay. Someone else who doesn't like racing games, like,
Oh, I'm sorry. Was that obvious?
What? Racing games? Huh?
it's your hypno, really.
I heard Doom and then I blacked out for a little bit. I saw like an Eevee and I started catching it on my
heard you, I was
Pokemon
like, oh,
Go.
that's exciting. And then he goes right to racing games. I'm like, oh my God, are you shitting me? Where am I? Have you morphed into fucking Glenn Percival?
I've loved racing games for years.
Oh, no. You know what? My favorite racing game ever was Blur. And it took the fucking studio down because that's my luck. That game was awesome. I loved that game. And you can actually still play it. The servers are still up. You can go to the PS3 and play Blur right now. But everybody who plays it is talking in Czech. And anyway, sorry.
I'll finish.
I went,
It's fine.
I went a little nuts there.
For the American fans out there, I did try to do the DLC expansion with NASCARs in there, which is they've got that well. They've got it down and beefy.
Racist. That is racist.
No,
sir.
I mean it's you go left.
To say that Americans like all Americans like NASCAR, you are a racist, sir. But you're right. Yes.
They just
Their favorite sport after the NFL, isn't it?
I'm from Indianapolis, actually, so I'm an Indy 500 fan myself. But
Oh, it's a great track.
oh my God, yeah.
it's
We just had their 100th year.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm
I can't
going
remember
left.
who was who won the Indy 500, but can't remember. It's gone. It's gone.
I think another rookie won this year. A rookie won this year, I think.
That'd be cool.
I might be crazy, but I think I am correct. And I think the very first year a rookie won.
No, of course it would be, wouldn't it? Moving swiftly on to people winning to people dying a shitload. Today was doing a collaborative stream with Sammy McEwen, who was on other podcasts that we've done for other places in the past with James and myself. And we were playing Dark Souls 3. And we helped her through the Crystal Sage boss. It took 2 attempts, but we did it. The thing about it was the Xbox version of this is a lot. I don't know whether it's the Xbox or it's the game itself, but it seems to be a right pain to actually get online a multiplayer working properly, because the summons just didn't seem to want to work in certain areas and certain bits, even though we're near a bonfire, we're heading towards another boss, and it just didn't want to seem to work properly. So hopefully the next time we play it, which is potentially next week, maybe Thursday, so you can join in the chat then when we do it. Yeah, hopefully it'll work better, but it's fun playing it 2-player. It makes the bosses easier, which is what I want, because I want to beat the twins, because the twins are pains and I hate them and they keep killing me because they don't like playing fair.
Oh, those damn see you next Tuesdays.
Yep. See, I could paraphrase something here that she said. Ara, for those who people don't know, is one of the co-founders of Battle Capital UK. Basically, she comes up with the phrase, "There's no I in team, but there's you in cunt." She's brilliant. So,
Oh, that's awesome.
and on that note, that's what I've been playing. Okay, so the only thing we have really left to do is shout outs and then to let people know where we are and then bugger off. Any shout outs, Keith?
Huh. Not really. Apart from shouting out you guys for inviting me and allowing me to do this again with you, in your new home.
And our new guys under our new coats.
New home, new beautiful outfits, um, new cameras, and I just want to keep using that voice as long as I can. New
Alan Rickman?
Skype, new large members, and new cunts. I don't know.
It's Alan Rickman from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy when he played the robot. That's exactly what it is.
No Sam Rockwell.
And it's not Matthias, the character in Galaxy Quest. You know, go, Captain, we need your help.
Exactly. Oh, I love that guy. Oh.
Absolutely brilliant in that.
No, I don't really have any shout outs. Love my husband, but he knows that. So pretty much that's all. Thanking you guys again. And no, as far as shout outs go.
Where can we find you? Where can we find you if we want to find you on the web?
Oh, yes. Well, my PS Nation name is, regrettably, Son of Odie, and I will spell that all out to you. I wish it was just like A-OK or some shit, but no, I didn't know any better. None of us did. We didn't know we were going to be trapped with these names for all eternity. It is SON_OF as in Frank _OTTIE. Son of Odie. That is my PSN name. Funnily enough, because my father's name was Odie. OTTIE. So that's really me. He had an identical twin brother named Ophi. OFFIE. I don't make it up. It actually happened. They were from the Midwest, and it's a whole thing. And I can be found on Twitter at Keith, KEITH, the letter P is in Patrick, Dunn, DUNN. It is that way because I started that Twitter page when I thought that I was going to be an actor, and my actor's name was Keith Patrick Dunn. My name isn't Keith Patrick Dunn. It's actually Keith Dwayne Dunn, and then I got married, and now it's Keith Dwayne Dunn Fernandez. So it gets even more confusing. But my Twitter is at Keith B. Dunn. That's pretty much it. You can catch my my streams archived on the PS Space Nation, not write the word space, but just leave a space. PS Space Nation channel. They are Fernandez's Frustration Friday and TGI Sunday, which used to be on Friday, but then it's a whole thing. So, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Cool.
My address is 518. No, I'm not giving you that. It is 518, but I'm not telling you the rest of it.
James, your shout outs and where people can find you, Mule Macker.
My main shout out was earlier on for SGDW or Awesome Games Done Quick.
Your main shout out?
Sorry, I had to restart my brain. I had to bring the brain back up and running again at full steam. Awesome Games Done Quick and Summer Games Done Quick for raising as much money as they did and providing me with a week's worth of entertainment plus all the videos on demand on YouTube. Once again, they do a lot of great work. They should be more talked about. This is kind of a huge, you don't hear about it, and I have to say, this is something that we really all should be supporting. It's a small community of people getting together and providing big donations for good causes. I can say that they actually had one of the speedrunners on Colbert, so that was a big thing talking about this.
Ooh,
I know.
Really?
Yeah. It's either Colbert or Conan. Either way, big deal.
Either way, it's huge.
So, it's only getting bigger. They've been making more and more money for causes, and they do it twice a year, once in January, once in July. and it's a week long, and I can tell you it's opened my eyes to a lot of other different video games. Um, and I'm probably pretty sure they're going to be using that new Nintendo thing when it comes out too, because it has like all the games that they speed run in one spot.
Now, do they? I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I'm an interrupter. Um, are they console centric at all? Do they stream on various platforms?
It's everything and anything. It's like they will do like
Anything they can speed run, they'll stream it.
yeah. Usually you have the world record holders in the audience. And like are there, and they actually will have one person playing the game and like other people who also play the game, and they have like 100%, which is obviously you have to complete the game 100%. There's any percent, which is the quickest way to beat the game. Then there could be subcategories, which is glitchless versus, as fast as you can. They talk about optimizations and stuff. I think they beat, and then they had like this year they had Pokemon Red glitchless any percent. And they had a race between four guys, and they beat Pokemon Red in 45 minutes.
That's awesome. That's really awesome, and the variations of that.
Oh yeah, and the thing is, these are all people.
It's very entertaining and fascinating.
Yeah, it's actually speedrunnerarchives.net. I'll put that link in the show notes. But that's actually, well, they link all of their streams and all of their VODs of world record paces, so you can see when these guys have actually set these times and how they've done it. And the nice thing is about these communities is that they are open to talking to anybody who wants to start speedrunning these games. Like, they will openly say, hey, yeah, I played this game, I am the world record holder, but if anybody wants to talk to me about doing it, it's great. And there was some awesome stories. There was a guy, and there was a donation incentive, and it was met where a guy played Catherine multiplayer with two controllers. He had an Xbox
Holy
controller in
crap.
one hand, and he had a fight stick controller in another hand, and he ran it multiplayer and beat it in like half an hour. And he was talking while he was doing it, explaining what he was doing.
I don't even know how. I didn't even know Catherine was multiplayer.
Yeah, it's multiplayer, and it's a category.
What?
And he did. Yeah, no, I will link you the videos after this is done. I am shitting you not. And probably
No, I own it on PS3, but I didn't know there was a multiplayer
Yep.
component.
there's a multiplayer component, and the guy played it with a fight
Holy
stick,
crap.
and yeah, no, it was a thing. And then the other, and probably the most touching one, is that there was a streamer, and there was a guy, and he went up to play a game. I forget the name of the game. I will have to find it and put it in the show notes in a post. But he played.
Yeah, and do that with the Catherine thing too.
Yeah, no, all these will be linked. I'm actually pulling up my Twitter, which may cause the frames to drop, but screw them. I don't care. This guy needs to be talked about because of what he did and how great of a person he is. His name is Half Coordinated. Is his handle on Twitter, and he speed ran a game that I can't think of right now. But he has a ailment that makes it so that he doesn't have as much control of his motor senses on his right side. But the donation incentive was sent, and he played a Dark Souls like game. It was a 2D Dark Souls game where you're a priestess and you hit things with a leaf. He played it on the hardest difficulty, which was you only had one life, one hit point, and he beat it playing it one-handed with an Xbox controller, and he learned how to do that because he doesn't have as good motor control on his right side, so he learned how to play the game left-handed with one controller, and he beat it in like 35 minutes. And
That's fucking astounding.
and the most beautiful part of this is that obviously he gets to talk about and saying because of communities and stuff like this, he's allowed to sit up talk about what he has, but also do this. And his parents donated during the middle of the stream to Doctors Without Borders in his name, and the guy nearly broke down crying. And it was probably one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in a streaming sense.
I'm an easy crier, so
Yeah, this will make you cry. This will make you cry.
I'll be weeping.
Yeah, this will.
What somebody needs to do a documentary about them
Yes, I would kickstart that
because
in a
there are so
second.
many gamer documentaries out there, and gamers, and we just eat that shit up.
Yeah, and
Oh, it's a gaming documentary. I want to see this. And when it has a heart, uh, I mean,
and the thing is too for me with this kind of a thing is that like why are we not talking about, like, I didn't know about this until I saw something randomly on Twitch was like, hey, why does Legend of Zelda have over 200,000 people watching it? I was like, oh, this is cool. Oh, this is running all week. Oh, these are games that I like. And
yeah, I'm
and
the same way. I didn't know about this until you brought it up.
yeah, and it's huge, and they do these things. And I'm starting going like, how do we not know? Like, it started off as like four guys in a hotel room on like a crappy TV, and now it's huge, and it should be bigger.
Well, we can
We
tweet that and ask people to retweet that and show them, and it will grow.
Yes, I do believe that their Twitter does have a few bit of people following it. Um, it has 85,000 followers. It should have more.
And it does
There,
have
Yes.
a huge hashtag when it was going around. Because there's I know there's a woman called It's Maya here on Twitter. She's big in the speedrunning stuff.
yeah,
And
it's
she tries to do things like speedrunning for Resident Evil and that.
You know what I wonder?
People do this.
I wonder if the quote unquote term speed running turns people off because they think it's one of those speed running games on your phone. Do you know what I mean? Those, not speed running, but you know, endless running games on your phone.
right.
If people are confused by that, that needs to be
Rectified.
made clear that that isn't what it is. But you know what? We can do that. We can
Yeah.
definitely do that.
So this is a thing that needs more love, and I have a platform and a soapbox, and by god damn it, I'm going to talk about it until I forget to talk about it, and then it will show up next in January, and I'll talk about it again.
I'm with you.
Yep.
I am with you, brother.
And I can be found at SpikeSP2579 on PSN and Spike2579 on Twitter. Or right here on the YouTube channel that you're watching for this video, or this Twitch channel that you're watching the VOD of this video because somebody either sent it to you or you're watching the replay. In which case, there are links to the Twitch and or YouTube channel to go to the Twitch and or YouTube channel if you're on the Twitch and or YouTube channel.
Excellent.
One of those bits.
I wanted to add something really quickly. I don't know what picture James has chosen to use as my avatar for this. However, I would like to say that I am a 6'4", 27-year-old blonde bodybuilder with a tan. I am not a 52-and-a-half-year-old short, gray-haired, fat guy. So you should definitely. Anyway,
I didn't choose Ryan Reynolds if that's what you're wondering, or
Oh,
Daniel
damn
Craig.
damn you.
And anyway, moving through.
Just wait until I watch this back on YouTube. I'm gonna laugh my ass off and probably fart a couple of times because I won't be able to help myself. When I laugh, I fart. It comes with age.
I didn't put a picture on until halfway through the video for you, but it's there now. It's there now. It looks nice.
It's tasteful.
It's tasteful. I went very tasteful.
So why Nicola's got Radiator 2 of that, I don't know.
Don't ask me.
Arg.
It came like that.
Ah!
And anyway, if you want to find me on the interwebs, it's Lard Teamaker across the board on things like Twitter. You know, I'm on Facebook. I'm on
Please spell
PSN.
lard tea maker because it's not easy.
That's LARDTEAMAKER.
There you go.
Okay. So you can find me on PSN, Xbox Live, I'm about places. I'm also on Twitch here as well on my own stream, or this streaming channel of TGWPIS, even though we shouldn't really have the S on there, but I don't give a damn anyway, it's staying there. Also, you can find me on the YouTube channel of The Game It Won't Play Itself. And my shout out is to Battle Cattle UK, who I'm also part of, because we are a group of streamers and content creators. Like people like Foxy Foxlin does a podcast, which I'm a co-host on occasionally. A bit more occasionally than I used to be, but there you go. So yeah, that's pretty much it. We want to thank Keith for coming on. Thank you very much, mate.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you guys for having me. I had the best time ever.
And down the
You
road,
guys are awesome.
Down the road, you're
Everything
welcome
you
back on.
do, everything that you do is just, it's golden. And I'm so glad that you are set free and doing your own thing. I really am.
And hopefully we can get it bigger.
Yeah.
Uh,
And now we're back to Radiator 2. You guys, you just don't let it go, do you?
I would hope not.
Hey.
It's a lot less fun if they let go.
It's true. That's true. Unless they grab on. Well, never mind. No,
Yeah.
no.
Also want to thank people in the chat that came in. Giovanni was in briefly. Curtis, thank you very much.
Gio. I love me some Gio.
And that pretty much is it. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for liking the Twitch channel. Thank you very much for subbing on the YouTube as well, and also the Facebook page. Hopefully, we'll have more news on the website and the Twitter account coming. We'll let you know when all that stuff is happening. But for now, it's goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.